Night, bitch. Hello, welcome back to the Can I Bitch Porchcast. Welcome back. If you're thinking, Ashley, what are you doing right now? I am sitting on my screened-in porch. You know why? Because guess whose seasonal depression has thawed out? Me, beach. Me. It's March. The birds are chirping. Hopefully you'll hear them in this. The sun is currently setting. I don't know if you can tell the sweat dripping down my forehead or from my lip right now. I have the fan on. Hopefully you don't hear it just whirring around. However, can I bitch for a second, please? Because, listen, I am the first person to tell you that Christmas and fall and everything are like my favorite seasons ever, right? However, why is it that when daylight savings time comes and we gain an hour of sleep, why does my motivation and will to live go out the window? Why? Also, if you all of a sudden realize that the lights are on behind me, that is because I have yapped too much or fucked with the setup too much to where I have lost daylight and I am currently fighting against the sunset right now as we speak. So also, can we just discuss this main right now? Like, what is happening here? Okay, so I drove home today in my Jeep with the top down, as I so often do when it's warm enough to do so. And safe to say, I forgot a scrunchie, a headband, any sort of hair containing tool. So we're looking a little crazy today. We're looking like a lion. Sorry to everyone's eyeballs. Sorry about that. Sorry about it. So let's set the scene, shall we? The sun is starting to set at 4:30 p.m. You're just getting out of work and it is dark out already. Pitch black. Pitch fucking black. You live in an area where the air hurts your face, such as New York. Well, New York is just a completely separate species of its own, because I feel like no matter when and where or what time or what season, New York is just fucking gray. Like, literally, with the exception of sunset in the summertime on Long Island, I feel like every other time and every other day and every other season, gray. It's gray. Gray. It's gray. So sunsets at 4:30, the air hurts your face, and your bed is a magnet drawing you in, saying, psst, 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 come here. Who wants to get in bed? Yeah, that's it. Yep. Please know that this time period is not laziness. Like, everyone thinks that seasonal depression equals laziness, or depression period equals laziness, but seasonal depression is a physiological reaction to light cycles or lack thereof. Today we're breaking down the why, the stats, and how to get your spark back. Okay, so what is seasonal depression? It is technically called major depressive disorder with seasonal pattern. It's linked to the drop in serotonin, which is your mood, and a spike in melatonin, which is a rise in sleepiness.
Excuse me.
About 5% of the US population experiences full-scale seasonal depression. Up to 14.3% adults experience a subsyndromal SAD, which is a milder but equally as disruptive of a funk. Now, keep in mind, geography does matter. For example, in Florida, only 1.4% of people feel seasonal depression, whereas in Alaska or New Hampshire, that jumps to about 10% of people. Now, I am no stranger to seasonal depression, okay? I come alive during the summertime. Isn't that a song or a lyric to a song? I don't know. Come alive in summertime. No, is that not a... Anyways, I think that because I was born in the summertime and because I'm a summertime baby, I think that I just thrive more in the summer. Or it could be the whole seasonal depression thing. Okay, so here are some tips and tricks on how to get out of your funk. In the morning, if there is any way, if the weather is nice enough, get outside and just stand towards the sun for like 5 minutes straight. It literally, that is all it takes in order just to be like energized for the day by the sun. Okay, so other than that, move your body for the sake of your mental health, especially if you can like go for a run. Bruh, fuck this. What are we doing here? If you can, do it outside. So if you can go for a run in the morning before you go to work, or if the sun is still up when you come home, I don't know what it is. I cannot run on a treadmill. Maybe that's just a me thing, but I cannot run on a treadmill staring at the same wall for a half an hour. Like, that is not a thing that I can do. That does not motivate me whatsoever. I need to be running outside in nature, getting distracted by everything I pass by. I am so much more motivated to keep on moving my body if I am outside while doing it. Say if I'm going for a run and I'm running, around the block, I am so much more inclined to be like, okay, once I reach that car, then I can slow down and I can either jog or I can walk. And then I try and keep pushing myself to keep on running farther or jogging farther or sprinting farther. However, I feel like on a treadmill, I am always aching to get off of it because it's so forsakenly boring. Hey, it's me, back from the dark. Like I said, we were racing against the sunset, so I had to turn on the bistro lights. I don't really see them, but okay, other than moving your body, you also have to take vitamin D and omega-3s. Now, during wintertime, when I tell you that my vitamin D levels are virtually non-existent, I'm not kidding. Like, my doctor is always extremely concerned, being like, hey girl, like, have you seen the sun in 3 damn days? No? Okay, great. But also, your omega-3s are really important. However, it is extremely hard for me as a non-seafood eater to get those omega-3s. Okay, so other than those, you also should be social microdosing. And by that, I mean like 15 minutes of grabbing coffee and going out into the world, or grabbing coffee and being on the phone with your best friend makes the world of a difference, because depression wants you to isolate. Hi, that's my problem. I'm self-aware, okay? Isolation, that's me. Just get yourself out of the house. That also helps, because being contained in the same 4 walls will drive you certifiably insane. Go out, socialize, be in the presence of other people. When I worked from home 24/7, I would keep going to Harris Teeter every day just to get my Starbucks, to be in the presence of civilization, because working from home and having no outlet, having like no in-person like work friends or socialization in that way It is very depressing. My number one cure for my seasonal depression is going tanning. And I know, it's not healthy. However, listen, I grew up working in tanning salons, and there is nothing like laying in a nice warm tanning bed, getting that vitamin D that you need. There is literally nothing like it. It will literally turn my entire mood around in that 10-minute session, especially if you go tanning while you have your period, okay? And like, don't be gross and like go tanning without undergarments on. What, like, as someone who worked at a tanning salon, number one, don't pee in the fucking garbage cans, you nasty. Number two, don't go in the bed without underwear on while you have your period. Also disgusting. However, if you go into a tanning bed when you have your period, it is like a massive fucking heating pad. It is so good. It is my favorite thing on earth. Favorite. It automatically helps your cramps. It automatically boosts your mood. It is so amazing. This is starting to sound like me condoning tanning. I'm just saying it works for me. You do what you got to do. You do what you want to do. However, it is my happy place. Once again, I know it's unhealthy. Moving on. Another thing I like to do is literally any activity outside. So I could be tending to our plants. I could be cleaning out our flower beds. I could be filling up the bird feeders or playing with the dogs outside. Also, maybe this is just my 32-year-old lady. I love going to like Lowe's improvement store. Lowe's Home Improvement. I love going there and looking for new plants and finding new flowers or finding a new project that me and my husband can do. I like planning out what our yard will look like in the summer, or I'll like to go look for new bird feeders, or I also just like doing like adult chore activities with my husband. Like wow. I just realized how simple and low maintenance of a human being I am. I enjoy going to the grocery store. Like, fuck going out to a club or to a bar. Catch me in a Publix or a Harris Teeter at 7 or 8 p.m., bopping around each aisle, picking snacks I want to eat with my husband. Say less. Say less. I'm there. That is so much more appealing to me than going out and getting fucking wasted. No thanks. Catch me in aisle 5 grabbing some tacos, okay? That is where I will be. That is where my happiness lives. Anyone else feel like my lion's mane is getting more intense as the time progresses? Because same. Like, I think it's just getting wider. Okay, so I had put up a story on the Can I Bitch podcast Instagram asking what are some things that you do or what are some tricks to get yourself out of your seasonal depression or out of your funk? What do you do to get your spark back? And this is what people have said. Okay, so Jackie said, walking outside on a sunny day. 100% agree. It is the easiest way to get that small dose of serotonin. Next, Cassidy said, tanning, warmth, sun, windows up in the house, drinking coffee outside. All of it, 10 out of 10 agree. Catherine said going tanning. My best friend Catherine went tanning a few times now. Quiet on set. Thank you. My best friend Catherine went tanning quite a few times now. And she keeps sending me Snapchats every time after she goes tanning, and I am so jealous. This is the whitest I've ever been, or the palest I've ever been, and I need to catch up with my girl. Absolutely going tanning instantly resurrects me. Thank you.
Hi guys. Just jumping in here while I'm editing. There were a few people that I had missed their responses because I had recorded at a certain time and those responses came in after. So I'm going to include them here. Okay, so the first one was from Brianne, who said or suggested red light therapy. I had never done standalone red light therapy. I have done red light therapy that's attached to a tanning bed. However, I have heard that red light helps with a lot of things, with your skin, by stimulating collagen production. I also heard that it helps with inflammation. People also use red light therapy to treat their acne because it calms down the redness, it stops the inflammation, and it helps speed up the healing process of your acne and of your blemishes. Then the next one came from Kirsten, who said that her way of getting out of her seasonal depression funk is by binging TV shows or hanging out with me. Same girl, same. Next, we have Brianna, who said that when the weather is nice, she likes to eat outside during dinner time, like every night. And that I can attest to because I love sitting outside, whether it's at a restaurant, like at a rooftop or something, or in the backyard at night. It is just so peaceful sitting outside and so warm and breezy, and I love it when the flies aren't attacking you. And lastly, from these submissions is Ashley, who said, Godspeed, there aren't any. Period. Now back to the show.
Haley said, force myself to go out, like to the store or to dinner with friends. I like that because you are getting out of the house, you're forcing yourself to be social, you are social microdosing. Fantastic. Dinner with friends, we're going to go grab some margaritas. Say less. I'm there. Yes. I will fight it a little bit, but then I'll be there. I will be there. And then last but certainly not least, Ariana said, prayer and Lexapro. Amen. Amen. Yes. Anyone who is actually like for realsies dealing with depression, go to a psychiatrist, get yourself medicated, go seek therapy, go get yourself some help. Again, these are tips and tricks. This is a very lighthearted thing. No one's forcing you to do any of these. No pressure. Do what works best for you. Bless you. Go seek therapy like I'm about to. How dare he sneeze while I'm busy. Okay? Busy. Hope you enjoyed and at least laughed at the progression from sunset and like beautiful golden hour to all of a sudden pitch black darkness. I've literally bopped around to like each spot on this couch like 12 times because I keep on checking the frame to see how pitch black it is outside and how absolutely noticeable my ring light is on that window right there. Thank you for joining the first ever Porchcast. Let me know if you want to see this again because this was fun. It wasn't so official and like sitting down and talking about like super, super serious topics. So I hope you liked it. Take 12. I put out new episodes every Thursday. You can watch them on the Can I Bitch podcast YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like them and comment on them, letting me know what you relate to most. Down below if you'd like to see this again soon, or if you want me to podcast in any other area of my home, let me know. Or in this video, please put down any tips and tricks that you may have or ways that you get out of your seasonal depression funk. You can listen to this podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please keep on reviewing and leaving comments on the episodes. It really helps the visibility of the show. And I'm just so happy that you're here. Thank you for everyone that has watched and engaged with any of the other episodes. I appreciate you more than you know. I will see you next week. Let's bitch again soon. Toodles noodles.